Welcome to Alien Investigations, the show that investigates UFOs, alien phenomenon, and strange news around the world.
Ronnie here with Alien Investigations. In this episode, we're going to be investigating Antarctica. Now, in case you didn't know, there was a massive, huge hole that just opened up in Antarctica. Could this be an entrance to the Hallow Earth, as described by the Hallow Earth Theory? Let's take a closer look. This massive new hole has been reported by Fox News and a host of other networks out there. According to these sources, the massive hole is the size of Lake Superior. As you can see here on Google Earth, this is Lake Superior, and as we zoom out, you can plainly see that this is pretty much the size of Tennessee here, the state of Tennessee. So it's pretty big, right? Now, it appeared many miles inland from where the ice meets the ocean, and scientists are baffled on an explanation as to why it's even there. The mysterious thing about this hole is that this is not the first time it's been spotted. It appeared last year for a brief period, and it was detected back in the 1970s. Since it disappeared for several decades before showing back up, scientists can't explain the reason of its existence. Could this possibly be one of the entrances into the mysterious Hallow Earth? If you've never heard of the Hallow Earth Theory, it's a concept proposing that the planet Earth either is entirely hollow or otherwise contains a substantial interior space. Hollow Earth proponents have claimed a number of different locations for the entrances which lead inside the Earth. Other than the North and South Poles, entrances in locations which have been cited include Paris in France, Staffordshire in England, Montreal in Canada, Hangzhou in China, and the Amazon rainforest. Scientists estimate that the distance of the center of the Earth is nearly 4,000 miles, 6,400 kilometers. But it seems that drilling holes does not provide direct evidence against this hypothesis. The deepest hole drilled to date is the Kola super deep borehole, with a true vertical drill depth of more than 7.5 miles, 12 kilometers. The Kola super deep borehole is the result of a scientific drilling project of the Soviet Union in the Pishinsky district on the Kola Peninsula. The project attempted to drill as deep as possible into the Earth's crust. Drilling began on May 24, 1970, using the Euromesh 4E and later the Euromesh 15000 series drilling rig. Over a span of 19 years, boreholes were drilled by branching from a central hole. The deepest, SG3, reached 12,260 meters. That's 4,230 feet in 1989. This hole is still the deepest artificial point on Earth. The borehole is 9 inches, 23 centimeters in diameter in terms of true depth. It is the deepest borehole in the world. If there is no such thing as an entrance to the Hollow Earth, then why has the government been covering up what's going on in Antarctica? And why is there a no-fly zone for any aircraft over the central point of the North and South Poles? According to UFO enthusiasts, the following images you are about to see were quickly deleted from the existence by NASA. Admiral Richard E. Byrd, an American naval officer who specialized in feats of exploration, according to his flight logs and secret diaries, state that there was something there. However, after doing some deep investigative work, I came across some information that led me to believe otherwise about Byrd's trip inside the Hollow Earth. I'll read the proof I found by a site called bibliotecopedes.net, and I'll leave the link in the description for you to check out. The evidence is pretty striking, but I'll let you decide for yourself. Website article quote, "The proof. In 1928, Admiral Byrd published his account of the 1926 North Polar flight in a book titled Skyward. On page 196, Byrd reveals the following information. When our calculators showed us to be about an hour from the pole, I noticed through the cabin window a bad leak in the oil tank of the starboard motor. When I took the wheel again, I kept my eyes glued on the oil leak and the oil pressure indicator." Now, compare this information to the following passage from the so-called secret diary. Page 2. Hours. Slight oil leak in starboard engine. Oil pressure indicator seems normal, however. Once again, the odds of Admiral Byrd having the exact same problem with the same engine on two different flights 11 years apart would probably be about the same chance of you winning the next lottery. And it gets better, or worse, depending on your point of view. I mentioned my research into the diary of my friend and colleague artist, Robert Van Aluren, and he responded by sending me a video copy of the 1937 MGM motion picture called Lost Horizon, drawing my attention to the scene where the star Ronald Colman has an audience with the Dalai Lama in Shaigarala, a lost city in Tibet. The master tells him that there is a dark time coming, but that you, my son, said the master, will live through the storm. You will preserve the fragrance of our history and add a touch of your own mind. Beyond that, my vision weakens. But I see in a great distance a new world starting in the ruins, but in hopefulness seeking its lost and legendary treasures. And there will be here, my son, hidden behind the mountains under the blue moon, preserved as if by a miracle. Now let's compare that with what, according to the secret diary of Admiral Richard Evanley Byrd, was a meeting between the Admiral and the Master of the Arany. "Yes, my son," replied the Master, "the dark ages that will come for your race will come the earth like a pall, but I believe that some of the race will live through the storm. Beyond that, I cannot say. We see a great distance, a new world stirring from the ruins of your race, seeking its lost and legendary treasures, as they will be here, my son, safe in our keeping." It appears to me that the Master of the Arany was either a great Ronald Colman fan that spent his time watching old surface world movies, or this is a blunt case of plagiarism. You decide. As editor of the Thea, I, like Ray Palmer, am seeking the truth. And in our quest, I believe we should not only shout out about anything positive we find, but also just as loudly expose anything we find to be false. Therefore, like Palmer, I am offering the pages of the HallowEarthInsider.com to anyone who can offer proof that the 1947 North Polar flight ever happened or that this diary is authentic. But to be honest with you, I don't believe there will be any takes. I believe I have proven my case. On the cover of the original property diary is the question, is this the missing secret diary of Admiral Richard Evanley Byrd? I say no. End quote. Again, check the links in the description, guys, to this article and the alleged diary in question, and you decide for yourself. Do you believe in the Hallow Earth Theory? Leave me some comments below on what you think about the Hallow Earth Theory, guys. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up and be sure to share it on your way out.
Thanks for watching Alien Investigations. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe because there is more great stuff to come.
And always remember, guys, to have your phones and cameras ready because you never know when you'll see something strange or unexplainable. I'll see you right back here every Wednesday with fresh new episodes of Alien Investigations. Hey brother, watch another!